simulation.
Quiet, no, we're gonna boo.
Oh, do I hate
women?
Yeah, but sassy. The sassafras.
You know I can't hold my tongue. Everybody talking like really sing up there.
That's why my husband left. I know you can't hold your tongue. Maybe you fucking should have.
These people are like, no, I've decided for all of us that we need to really highlight what's going on in Sudan. Like, what? Fuck out of here, you pilled out broad. Get the fuck out of here. Like, imagine if your whole life was just eating fistfuls of pills and telling everyone else how to live their life. I just think it's a tragedy that you don't care about the animals, Royce.
Yeah, Mike takes fistfuls of pills, but he doesn't tell you how to live your life.
Exactly.
He lets you live it however you
I'll
want.
let you do your thing.
Right.
You take your pills. I'll take my pills.
Everyone take their pills.
Everyone take pills.
Saving Western civilization one childish dick joke at a time. Here they are, your new heroes of the Imperium, Mersh and Royce Lopez.
What's going on, you? No, I'm kidding.
See, this is the one that Virgie's working on.
Oh, I like it.
It's pretty cool, right?
I like this.
I like it. Yeah.
Welcome everybody to Revenge of the Sis, pre-hurricane edition, part 2. And we're gonna try to get through this week.
I think it's a Cat 5 right now.
Yeah,
It's a Cat 5. We're dealing with it.
Ooh, cats.
Yeah, it's a Cat 5. Not to be confused with future 5 Cat Mersh, which is a different thing hitting Lakeland soon.
Can I say something though? And I actually last night I heard a kitten somewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
I went out to get my food and I'm like, I hear a kitten.
They know to come to you.
It was miles away, Mersh. You have superhuman hearing now.
It's called toxoplasmosis.
Look, I'm worried. Okay, we have a hurricane. All right, let's
Yeah.
take this seriously. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, a hurricane in October in the Gulf. Likely story. Government.
Maybe Virgie should mute his mic before he walks away.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
Useless.
dude.
Next time you do domestic violence, turn your mic down.
Yeah, or up a lot. But this low thing, I'm not dealing with. I don't want to sound like you live in an apartment and you hear the neighbors arguing through the wall.
Listen, I'm very worried about this. Okay,
Yeah.
The government is clearly using thermo weapons of destruction to create weather storms during the normal season. Are you not concerned about this? It's all I'm hearing on Twitter. All
Well,
I'm hearing from hundreds of boomers who have never lived in Florida is they keep telling me, right, October, Gulf storms? I don't think so, pal.
Who's ever heard of that? No one's ever heard of that.
Literally every year. Dude, I was arguing with somebody and fucking Lucas within minutes had a picture up from 2018 Gulf storm.
So
October 10th, 2018.
yeah. It's I went to Publix
Yeah.
before I came, and there was one cart You know, all the carts are, there was one.
Shit.
All the other carts were being used, and to be fair, all the Publix people were all hands-on, so like they couldn't go out and get the carts, like because there's just so many people. To be fair, though, they didn't have anything. They had everything. My Publix had everything, even bottled water. Look, if you want Dasani, there's a whole bunch.
I told
Yes,
you, right?
happened again.
Yeah.
Happened again.
Nobody buys
They
it.
had Dasani and Aquafina still on the shelves.
Me and Virgie had a great idea last night. I was do a YouTube video where I run Dasani through a life straw to find out if we can make Dasani drinkable.
Oh, did it work?
I don't know.
No,
Well, we
right?
haven't done it
Probably
yet, but that's
not.
a great idea. I'm like,
Dude, I swear to God, I'm pretty sure, like, I once saw, like, I think Rhett and Link put it through, like, one of those, like, Ultra Brita filters.
To make
They
it
also took the-
make it
yeah.
drinkable.
They
I
also
like
put
that.
Mountain Dew through it, and it made it clear.
Yeah, I saw somebody run like with a really good filter, put Mountain Dew through it, and it was clear, but it's
water, and it still had a little bit of Mountain Dew-y
tasted like
taste.
Mountain
Yeah.
Dew. Like it's still a little bit tasted like Mountain Dew.
but yeah, so I was driving here today. I was a little late. Sorry, guys. But I fucking literally, I sat on the road for probably an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, because
today.
they're evacuating Tampa.
So they're evacuating a bunch of places, and I-4 right now they opened up the shoulder, so you're allowed to drive on it. Doesn't help.
Well,
you know what it
what's
makes?
fun?
It just makes 4 lanes of traffic that don't.
What's
move.
fun is the rumble strips. Because even though it's open, you have to drive over the rumble strips.
I had to drive. Well, I drove very illegally in the right shoulder,
Right.
Because I wasn't going to get here. It was going to be another 15 minutes if I didn't just hop on the shoulder and say fuck it. And yeah, that's the most fun. Is the whole time you're driving. Like this is good on my
Wait,
tires.
here's the latest update of the storm. Here, let me grab it.
Florida, that state is once again in a path of life-threatening hurricane. We're talking about Milton
get me
that's
one,
now
too?
strengthened to a monster there in the Atlantic, a Category 5 storm. So evacuations are now underway just a day after Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc across the state, or days after. Governor DeSantis calling on all counties there to speed up debris removal ahead of Milton's landfall.
Local official. Can I show you something? You're gonna laugh. How Publix told the mob, the fucking.
I saw your tweet. Yeah.
Told the mob boss to fucking kick rocks. So when you go to the public section where the toilet paper is, and by the way, it's again we never ran out of any. At least from what I could see, that we never ran out of anything. This sign was by. I took this picture. This sign was by the toilet paper, and it said, "Our suppliers' paper products are made in the U.S. and not impacted by the port strike. Stores are receiving routine deliveries. Please purchase for your immediate needs and leave some for your neighbors to prevent temporary shortages." So take that. You can't cripple Publix. Our toilet paper is made in the good old United States of America,
And I'm
baby.
proud to be an American.
And also, I have one of those Japanese toilets. I don't really use that much toilet paper no more.
And also, Publix, you're very expensive. Maybe we start outsourcing some of this toilet paper.
Hey,
'Cause
you
that
know what?
place-
Brawny,
Come on.
Brawny paper towel was $2 off today, so that's pretty good. When I went to go check out, it was like an old, it was one of those old guys. You could tell he's just retired and works at Publix like part time because they do that. He was the bad guy. He's an older guy, really nice. And I had bought paper towel, napkins, and toilet paper, tissues and toilet paper. He goes, "It's paper day, huh?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "That's the most expensive stuff here." And I go, "It is." I go to him, "It is." He goes, "It's crazy, man. Just not to get too political, but just a few years ago." And he started going, "It was so much cheaper." And then the old lady Publix cashier's like, "He's right." And I was like, "Oh, you guys rule. You guys fucking rule."
Oh, we got another one. Val Venus.
What? What about
Something's not right here.
All right.
How does a hurricane go from a
category?
Category 1 to a Category 5 in less than 2 hours?
It happens
I
all
don't-
the time.
I don't ever remember this happening as fast as this.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene came out.
Ooh.
Have you heard of
She
her?
gay?
Have you heard of her?
She a gay guy now?
No. But she did say, and I quote, see, this is going to be one of these things where you're going to hate every... This is a patented Revenge of the Cis YouTube hate situation, because we could say the YouTube part, hate situation. Marjorie Taylor Greene came out, who, by the way, has been community noted. She came out and she said, yes, they can control the weather. It's ridiculous for anyone to lie and say it can't be done. So she tweeted that out, okay? Now, she was not implying that this hurricane was created by the weather, but by anybody. However, She's not blaming any particular group of people. Did you see Sarah Silverman's reply?
Oh no, did she do the guilty part out loud?
Hi, you anti-Semitic pig. Now explain to me about what Marjorie Taylor Greene said that in any way implicated Jewish people. Why does dude? Remember, she always does this. She did this with the FiOS. Remember the FiOS thing? She said were swastikas. Remember that one?
God, when they were marking the ground for the workers. Oh God, yes. Yeah, again, certain people will take that for what you will. Let me put it this way: certain individuals who feel some sort of guilt about stuff subconsciously tend to flip out. So it's like if you go into a room and there's a dead body on the floor and everybody's standing around and you're like, man, whoever did this is a real sick fuck. If you're the one that starts freaking out on me, like, what do you don't know if that person's sick or not. You're the one nobody said anything. I didn't say anything about anyone specific.
Well, what I said is coming from a strong black woman that really stings. No, she's look, here's the thing. They can control the weather. That's not a joke. We've seen them doing it. I don't think that we're at the level where they could create a Cat 5 hurricane. I do think they're working on it. But there's a lot of patents for weather control stuff. They've been doing it forever. The heart machines are fucking real, and they can. Now, do I think this storm was made? No. As a Floridian, I've seen this a lot. This is normal. That we've had storms that were a tropical storm, and without us knowing it, were a 4 with like little warning. Like that. It happens all the time here.
Well, I retweeted Val Venus and just wrote, a low-pressure system formed over the extremely warm Gulf of Mexico. This happens every year. I hope this helps.
Listen,
that's literally happens.
Not everything
every year.
is this is just...
low pressure, warm water, cold water at the bottom of the Gulf. It streamlines up. It makes it swirl around harder, and then we get a bad storm.
Yeah.
Every year this happens. This is like people in Minnesota being like, I don't remember ever getting 10 inches of snow in one day. Like, how bad is your memory?
Monster there in the Atlantic, a Category 5 storm. So evacuations are now underway just a day after Hurricane Helene.
Oh, look, I didn't realize. This is honestly our fans didn't send this to us, but like they actually...
Category 5 storm. So if
they use this in the clip, as you can see by all the sandbags.
Yeah,
that's us. There's me and Mersh right there.
Sandbag dealers.
Yeah,
for the Tampa region.
All you guys do is pause and never play the video.
Shut up.
Evacuations are now underway just a day after Hurricane Helene wreaked havoc across the state, or days after. Governor DeSantis calling on all counties there to speed up debris removal ahead of Milton's landfall.
So DeSantis, because there's an emergency order, said that there was all public dumps had to stay open for 24 hours, 24/7. They said, we'll pay for them. The Pinellas County dump didn't open. Like, they kept their gates closed.
That's like the most important one.
Yeah. He ordered 2 F-250s to go break the gate down. I swear to fucking Christ, I'm not kidding.
F-250. Oh, the trucks.
The trucks.
I was
they're tied chains to the gate.
F-250. That's hilarious.
And they ripped them open. It's pretty funny, right?
Local officials and their vendors must continue debris removal efforts for those areas that are in the potential path of this storm. My executive order requires debris landfill and dump sites to remain open 24/7 to accept debris from Hurricane Helene. We need as much of this debris picked.
Yeah, we need to pick up from the other hurricane before the new one comes. Okay?
Up as possible. This creates a safety hazard, and it also will increase the damage that Milton could do with flying debris.
Hey, by the
CBS
way,
News, Christian.
I just noticed the DM I got. Dead Game, you're a nice guy, but you're fucking retarded.
What is it? Weather
He
control?
thinks, NexRad ionospheric heater arrays were used. They're trying to get back at DeSantis.
For what?
Oh, no.
What did he do?
Yeah. What did he do other than run a limp dick campaign and barely beat Nikki Haley?
Yeah,
I don't really, he's not a threat.
Benavides has been on the ground in Florida for the past week. He has more on the preparations for Milton and the race to recover from Hurricane.
What a nerdy name for a Cat 5. That really bugs me. Milton. Kind of fucking Andrew. Now that's a fucking
No, but
name.
That's what scares me too. That's another thing.
The
that
nerd.
scares
It's
me.
a nerd name.
Yeah, because that'll make you underestimate it.
Right. That was a fucking low pressure system that was stuck in the locker in high school. So
Yeah,
I was all
for real.
fucking pissed. Yeah.
Hurricane Helene.
Reed, we're in St. Petersburg, Florida, and just
Really?
Yeah, that looks
Not
like
Russia?
It looks like it. All right, that's St. Pete for you.
This is without storm damage. This is just St. Pete.
take a look around me. This neighborhood is still recovering from Hurricane Helene, and now you've got Hurricane Milton on its way.
I feel like I'm going into a Raiders like hideout with all this
Yes.
stuff. No trespassing. Stay out. The human skulls on a stick.
It's really
Hurricane
very
Helene
Fallouty.
struck here just over a week ago,
Yeah,
and you can
is
just
anyone going to use that office chair? Because I feel like
that's still in pretty good condition.
see some of the debris that has been left outside. This is people's belongings that are out on the street, and you see this for blocks.
Well, you know what? I could tell you what it was St. Pete and not Tampa because there'd be no copper left in any of that shit out there if it was stuck in Tampa.
And blocks and
St.
blocks.
Pete ain't much better
This
nowadays.
looks like a nice neighborhood.
At this point, this area is set to be evacuated. It is Zone A, so there are mandatory
See,
evacuations.
the problem is in St. Pete in the nice neighborhoods, fucking 2 blocks away is the fucking hood. It's like really weird in St. Pete's like, oh, look at this nice neighborhood. And then you drive 2 blocks and you're like, whoa, this changed
Well,
drastically.
it's kind of like South Brickell, like against Miami. Brickell's really nice. You go 2 blocks the wrong way, you are not in a good part of town.
At some
But
point,
you are
will
at the
go
good
into effect
Miami
here.
subs.
Called Miami Grill now, so
Miami-
Pitbull
sorry,
bought
Miami
it.
Grill,
Pitbull bought it.
For now, folks are still here sort of gathering whatever they can from their home, whatever they can salvage from what was already a devastating flood event to take with them. And
Yeah, have they
no
tried not being racist Trump supporters?
That's why God's punishing Trump supporters.
area,
That's my
St. Petersburg
theory.
is part of the Tampa Bay area, has not had a major hurricane make a direct landfall since 1921. So
Yeah, we've been due. We know we've been due for. Mersh and I were saying it before anything happened. It's like we're due for a storm. It's coming.
And by the way, stop doing this again. You're trying to do this climate change shit. I saw the Washington Post was doing this too with the climate change stuff. You're trying to imply things like, yeah, it hasn't had a direct hit since 1920. Okay, yeah, but Sarasota's had direct hits. Pasco County's had direct hits.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Storms are really big. Just because the eye is not going over you doesn't mean that you're not getting the same fucking winds, you know?
the Tampa Bay area, St. Petersburg is part of the Tampa Bay area, has not had a major hurricane make a direct landfall since 1921. So we're truly in uncharted waters if the track that Milton is currently on holds. Reed?
Christian, thanks. So he talks about the waters. We're going to borrow that as we talk about the fact that we're now at a Category 5, but the waters may actually break it up a little bit.
Yes, that is what's going to happen. It's supposed to be broken up a little bit. It's supposed to be a 3 when it makes landfall.
Right now it's strengthening it because where it's at.
No. We know now, but what he was asking you was future. See, my problem with hurricane, as a Floridian, I know we'd say it but as a Floridian, when you're here, it's like you have to understand, like, and this is meteorologists' fault, by the way. But when you're a Floridian, these people, meteorologists don't usually get a lot of airtime. You know what I mean? So when hurricanes come, they're the center of attention. That's why the weather guys are always out there in the middle of the storms and all that shit. They don't normally do it. So they really, in my opinion, over exaggerate a lot.
all
Like
you
they
boomer
worst case
broads.
scenario everything.
Well, yeah, because all these boomer broads fetishize Jim Cantori.
Oh my God, remember that? It's like, who cares? Who cares? And you know, do I think? Do you think this is karma for Governor Ron DeSantis? What? Don't say faggot bill. Yeah, God loves faggots, so he's punishing us. We deserved it, folks.
Are we really doing this?
Mail riot. Dead game is a D-Sky. Milton wants his stapler. Scarface. Fuck the scorm. I'm going to take Milton's red stapler, remove him from the payroll, and move his desk to the basement. Killer Dotson. Sounds like a bad case of the Mondays. Am I right? Milton is wearing a lot of flair, a lot of Office Space references because of the Milton stuff. So, Kamala Harris went on this like sex podcast. I want to call her daddy. Apparently this is a popular. Okay, Pessy, then maybe you know. What is call her daddy? Is that a barstool?
Call her daddy, from what I understand, is like one of those like, it's one of those podcasts where it's just like two women that look like they smell like pee, just talking really openly about all the sex they have.
Well, guys be fucked.
Things.
Yeah, I've heard it before.
Okay, so it's call her daddy.
Okay.
Apparently, to be fair to the Call Her Daddy podcast, they invited both Trump and Kamala to come on. Trump said no, thank you. Kamala said yes. But also, Dave Ramsey invited Kamala and Trump to come on. Trump said yes. Kamala said no. I'm not kidding you. I'm not fucking kidding you. So
That's so goddamn
Isn't that
funny.
hilarious? Trump's
so
like,
based.
yeah, I'll talk about my thing. That's fine. He's like, I'm not doing the sex podcast though. Kamala's like, oh, let's just talk about it. Now,
what
do
if Dave Ramsey has Trump on and all he does is ask him about blowjobs?
Hold on. What if Kamala goes on Call Her Daddy and all they ask her is about her economic plans? That would be pretty funny too. The problem is Trump would be fine in that scenario. That's the other
just
thing.
like, President Trump, how much sucking and fucking have you done?
He goes, the 80s were wild. I didn't do coke, but I was among it. I lived in it.
I want to pose this question.
Trump might have never done cocaine, but Trump fucked a lot of women that did cocaine.
A lot of women.
Okay? Just remember that.
I want to pose this question more to you and the Daddy Gang, but
The Daddy Gang.
Yeah, those are fans of Royce, actually. They're called the Daddy Gang.
No, they're not.
They are from now on. The Daddy Gang. So gay. That's the gayest name.
one of the biggest conversations in this year's election revolves around a woman's body.
No, it isn't. It's like not even that big of a thing.
Yep. I want to take a moment, and can we try to think of any law that gives the government the power to make a decision.
I know what you're going to ask.
About a man's body.
The draft.
The draft.
Yeah.
There you
the
go.
Draft.
Did that help?
I hope that helped.
It's the draft. Also, the government made a bunch of people in the military get vaccinated, or they would be fired. Yeah.
Also, literally every law ever. Literally every law is governing your body. You fucking idiot. Stupid bitch. Like, what are you talking about?
No.
Is there any law?
No.
No. How do people, only women, like Kamala has to be one of the most robotic, insincere humans I have fucking seen in a long time.
She makes Hillary Clinton look like Betty White.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
She is worse than Hillary. She's worse than Hillary because as much as I hate Hillary, and I hate Hillary, she did things. Not good things, but she did things.
Hillary can answer a question. It may be dishonestly.
Right.
But she can answer a question that's not in the notes. But you know what I mean? Like Hillary would at least, has enough of a bullshit like skill to be like, well, yeah, we have to do that because we have to do this. Kamala just like freaks out. Bro, every time they ask her an economic question, she immediately reverts right back into, well, these billionaires gotta pay their fair share.
Abortion.
They gotta pay their fair share. Okay, but like, remember they asked her recently, so you want to pay for all these new programs, but if you can't get the corporate tax hike that you want, how are you going to be able to pay for these programs? And she's like, look, I mean, we're just going to have to do it. I mean,
no,
like,
that's not how it works.
They got to pay their fair share. And they're like, but how do you get them to do it if the Republicans take the Senate? Look, they got to pay their fair share. Like, that's all she kept saying. She doesn't have any improv skills.
Did you see when her teleprompter went down and she just stared at the crowd saying 32 days over and over again?
Yep. Oh, she wanted to start a chant and nobody cared. Also, did you see fucking, hey, Virgie, give me a photo of Jean-Pierre today, the press secretary. Do you see what she's dressed like today?
Oh my God, she was dressed.
Can you just
like
just give me any video of her today, bro? You have no idea. She went full Lily Singh, Talking Heads, big suit. This is the press secretary. Wait till you see pinstriped She looked like she should have been going after Jim Carrey's The Mask in a
Oh God!
swing club.
Oh God! Oh God!
Are you looking at it?
It just popped up on my timeline.
Yep. Are you looking at it? Virgie,
She-
give it to me.
That she is dressed like a villain from Gotham.
Yes. Oh my God.
You know
what
what?
was the fucking? What was Spider-Man's fucking bad guy? His fucking mob boss bad guy. I can't remember his fucking name. I just sent it to you.
Okay,
Well,
thank you.
I'm just saying this honestly.
Oh, I sent it to Murph.
This
Fuck, I
reminds
clicked on
me.
the wrong name.
This reminds me as if they if they
There you
rebooted
go,
Batman for the billionth time,
Yeah.
like some woke writer, and they were gonna make Salvatore Falcone a black woman. Imagine if they were like, we're gonna redo Batman, but Salvatore Falcone is now a black lesbian. Like,
what are you wearing? What are you doing?
Hey,
you look retarded.
Hey, somebody give me the Batman over here.
Moving on to
Legit looks like a
hurricane,
mobster from HBO
she
Max's
just-
fucking.
She looks like a black funeral director.
She just walks. She just walks up to the microphone, just goes.
She does look like she's wearing her dad's suit, huh?
Yeah, it's her bar mitzvah, guys. She's gonna be a man.
That's
President
not her
Biden
dad's
invited
suit. That's from the David E. Taylor collection.
This is a fucking. She looks like a lesbian funeral director.
Vice President
Zoot suit, George Floyd riot.
Yes.
Harris continue to use every tool available.
You gotta use
to help
every tool, see? Yeah.
She has a long string with a pocket watch. You can't see it; it's behind it. But you know what I mean? Like a long pocket watch
Why don't
string.
you, why don't you come out holding a Tommy gun, asshole?
Black and white
Right.
dress shoes, obviously.
Right. Where's
Yeah.
the cigar?
Oh, hold on! I got the cigar. Hold on.
Meh, see? Meh. I'm not taking any guff from the press corps, see?
There you go. Okay, there you go.
This is so stupid.
I want this Trump on ice. See?
Let's buy him a nice pair of cement shoes.
No one takes you seriously.
What a fucking
You're a
goofball.
joke.
Yeah, see? Meh.
Someone in like Ducey just goes like, yes, press secretary, where's Jimmy Hoffa? Where'd you
help
put him?
communities devastated by a hurricane.
What'd you do? You woke up today, you turned over to your lesbian lover, you're like, where's my Nucky Thompson suit?
No, she went to Suit City and goes, "Do you need a tailor?" They go, "No,"
No.
and just left with it off the rack. Put her right on.
Lean. Over the weekend, President Biden ordered another 500 active duty troops to move
It's
into
like
Western.
a talking head bit where he keeps
It is.
coming out in suits.
Yeah. She's dressed like a cartel member at a quinceanera.
Yeah, that's good. That was good.
North Carolina.
Kakalaki, stupid.
North Carolina, pardon me. In addition to
It
the
almost
1,000
looks
troops
like
the
when you
president
lazily
previous-
Photoshop like a suit onto somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like you don't have time to make it small or big enough. You're like, I don't care.
Remember, you were a kid. You had those stickers that you put different outfits on something. You just stick it on. It's just stuck on suit. There you go. Bro, she went full lesbian. Like she went full hardcore lesbian.
She looks like if Homie's Dolls had a boss.
Yes.
At the Burger King? Yeah.
It's a Black Rock Homies doll.
Yes.
previously ordered to deploy.
Like she's
to the
about to
state.
give Peter Ducey an offer he can't refuse.
You know, I remember when she replaced Jen Psaki, and I was excited. I was like, yeah, she's got a more pleasant voice and
Oh.
demeanor. I thought this was going to be easier, and she's been a nightmare.
I yearn for the days of Psaki. I really do.
We'll
This is
circle
on
back
top-
to that.
top of the more than 6,100 National Guardsmen and over 7,000 federal personnel, all working together with their state and local.
Okay, but here's the thing. So FEMA's not helping people, right? They're just saying they don't have the money. They can't get to places to help people. So then citizens are going to try to help them.
And they're like, you're not allowed
And
to
then
do that.
FEMA's like, we will have you arrested.
We will throw you
We
in
will
prison.
have you arrested if you go try to help people. Okay.
Have you heard some of the weak ass takes people have had too? Well, yeah, you know, they got rules. They got reasons for doing that because people like take advantage of people and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't think the private helicopter pilot is going to be out there looting. You know what I mean? Like the guy who owns a helicopter that's getting old people out. I don't think that guy's up to no good. Like, what are we doing here?
But because of, did you hear that because of backlash, they're going to release another $8 billion? Unfortunately, it's to Ukraine. But, I mean, their pensions are good. Forget the hillbillies that are stuck in the fucking mountains.
Hey, you know what the thing about Ukraine is? No hurricanes.
That's right. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
So they're doing something.
And you know
right.
what else they don't have? Elections anymore. So just so you know, other things of the you know what else they don't have? Churches.
You know what else they don't have? The Donbass region.
Cry me a river. Am I right,
get it.
folks? Am I right, folks?
Counterparts to help people begin their road to rebuilding. Over the last few days, the administration has
You know what really bugs me
nearly
about
400
this? It's just how slightly off the U is.
Where?
You're not going to unsee it. You're not going to be able to unsee it once
Here?
you see it. No, on the podium.
Oh. Ah, it is off.
It's the one letter that's off.
It's like this, right? It's like crooked a little bit. Oh, now you're right. That's gonna fuck me up now. God damn it.
150 state and local officials across the region to offer further support. And to date, the president, this administration.
You okay?
Which one's the president?
Has helped thousands of Helene survivors just jumpstart their recoveries, providing over $210 million in direct financial assistance, with more coming every day.
How do I get some of them FEMA bucks?
Oh, well, you get $750 if you can prove you don't have homeowners insurance and wait 14 days for an inspector to get there when there's no roads to get there.
Now, do you want 10 G's? Go to Mexico, walk across the border.
Sounds easy.
That's way easier.
I'll
Trust
fly
me, it's way
in, I'll
easier.
hang out with Ralph for a day or two, and
Yeah.
then he'll just take me to Tijuana, and I'll walk across the border.
Yeah.
And I'll go,
Fucking
no,
Mersh
no,
standing
no
in line to get on
speaking.
one of those buses.
That would be
speaking.
hilarious. You know, the movie wasn't great, but there was a funny scene in that Jim Carrey movie, Fun with Dick and Jane, where he gets punched in the mouth, and they're so broke that they're actually just doing like day labor work, but they deport him because of the way he's talking. Can't talk, so I think he's fucking
That's
a
hilarious.
Mexican.
Well, I like it's like one of my favorite movies. Like one of like the low key best movies that people always sleep on is Born in East L.A. That's one of the fucking funniest movies with Cheech Marin, where he gets deported because he goes to pick up his illegal cousin from the factory and
Yeah.
he doesn't have his ID on him, so they just deport him too. But like they're asking him questions and they're like, "Yeah, who's the current president of the United States?" He's like, I don't know, the guy with the cowboy hat, right? Like, like what's?"
Xander Invictus, if the hurricane kills you guys, will there be refunds of past donations? No, all sales are final. Kill Dotson says Royce and Mersh got killed by the hurricane. These are just pre-recordings. That's true. That's true. Jen RFC, call her daddy podcast. Kamala, what are your blowjob skills like? Kamala, well, first off, I come from a middle-class family.
Did they ever figure out the Fallout Miami thing? Because like I just feel like they never did a Fallout in Florida, and I just feel like nuclear hurricanes would
Well,
be
I
dope.
thought somebody did like a DLC, not a fan
the
made.
artwork, there's
Fallout,
there's a
yeah,
fan
Fallout
made,
Miami, but
yeah.
they never finished it. I want nuclear
Yeah, it's-
hurricanes. Just feel like that'd be a cool fucking feature. in
Well,
a
if you
Fallout
want nuclear hurricanes, I would vote for Kamala. I mean, I'll get you them pretty quick. Kill Dotson, what's the villain from the Batman cartoon, the little mobster puppet? Scarface. You're thinking of Scarface, the fucking the ventriloquist guy. Good character, by the way.
You know, I've been seeing clips now popping up in my feed of this this Penguin show, and it's like he looks like he's really good in it.
Oh, he's apparently, from what I've heard about the show,
But my problem is
he's great.
I am so Batmaned out.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
100% with
Even
you.
when you make a good thing now, I'm like, I'm just
You
so
know what bugs
Batmaned
me? Well,
out.
just watch the show and forget it's in the Batman universe. If from what I've heard, it's a good mobster show.
Like some clips popped up, so I watched them, and I'm like,
oh, he's
fuck,
good.
man.
Good. Colin
Oh,
Farrell.
really good.
Colin Farrell's a fucking really good actor.
I've watched the first 2 episodes of it, which is what's out.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically Sopranos light.
I've heard it's dude. Trust
It's
me.
basically Sopranos light. It's not a
from what I've
Batman
seen,
show.
It's
It's
very
a mob
heavy.
show.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's very heavy on the organized crime,
and
not so much.
not the Batman stuff. Yeah.
The story is like, I'm not gonna blow anything because it literally is in the first 3 seconds of the fucking show. Penguin fucking shoots Salvatore Falcone's son, like right
Oh,
off the
shit.
fucking bat.
Okay, that's actually
yeah,
that's
and
actually
then-
pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool.
And it's literally within like the first 5 seconds. I am not spoiling anything. It's immediate.
Tom Morello's Mercedes had a health scare, so really watching my food. But boys, trying to find a sauce that's not seed oil based, nearly impossible. It's depressing. Make your own.
I mean, like, what do you
hot
mean, like
sauce.
pasta
Get hot
sa-
sauce.
Pasta or like?
Oh,
like you're
yeah,
talking
I
about,
know.
like-
Pasta sauce, if I can just look for a good, like, Italian brand, like a good homemade, like, even like hipster ones, like a good Italian brand, it'll just be olive oil. You'll be, like, a good sauce is just olive oil. There should be nothing else.
And honestly, like we live in an era now where good jar sauce is pretty common. It's not like the old days where like jar sauce was just
Ragu was
Ragu and
amazing.
Prego were the only two. Now you go and there's actually like the $7 jars where you're like, damn.
The ones that have to be refrigerated already. The refrigerated ones, because you know those they have to stay fresh. Those are usually, if you have to buy a jarred one, those are the ways to go. Bavarian Viking, FEMA also has a clause in their contracts that if you take the $750, and don't pay it back in time, they can take your property. Wait, I'm sorry. They could put a lien on your property if you don't. I'm being serious. I did not know this. Is that
absolutely.
true?
Yeah, absolutely.
So wait.
Yeah, the government's not giving handouts because it wants to help you.
Yeah, it's
doing
weird.
It
Turns
because
out
it wants to fuck you.
Yeah, it's weird. The government turns out it's not your friend.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, no, that's not what I heard. I heard that, didn't Reagan once say the best thing you could hear is the government is here to help? I remember him famously saying that.
Oh my fucking Christ, Reagan did say that.
No, Reagan actually said the worst thing you could hear is I'm the government, I'm here to help, which is weird considering he let a bunch of illegal immigrants give him citizenship.
Yeah, and greatly expanded federal powers.
He did actually, and banned machine guns. We're not allowed to have them. Reagan had
Reagan,
Jello brains.
a Republican president.
Yeah, well, you're allowed to have them if you want to buy one for like $35,000 because their grandfather.
Yeah, and pay like a fucking like a $600 tax stamp and also allow the ATF to enter your home at any time without a search warrant.
By the way, somebody in the Rumble chat says, why does ROTC not talk about Jews the first hour anymore? Did you hear the first Sarah Silverman segment we did? Like, I'm just trying to honestly understand what people are listening to.
We do talk about the Jews. I love the Jewish
We
people.
love them. They're the best. This is crazy that you guys have ever pigeonholed us into being anything other than supporters of the Jewish people.
Disgusting.
It kind of bugs me. I wouldn't have a Jewish producer if I didn't like him.
You know, these things are complicated.
Yeah.
They're very complicated.
Thank you. Bavarian, I read that. They Can't Starve You. Rewatch the clip of you guys ripping on my ex last night. I still laughed so hard. Oh, that's right. Remember when They Can't Starve You sent a video of his lesbian ex and then we made fun of her?
Oh, God, that's right.
That was fun. Not for you, I'm assuming. Tarmo's Mercedes. This bitch had a Zoot Suit Riot playing Getting Dressed in the Morning. Forrest Mommy. Stay safe, guys. Just in case, put me down as a beneficiary for your stuff, though. No, you don't get my stuff. No. Merch, do me a favor. Put down in your will, random Colorado whore. That way, they'll know it goes to Forrest Mommy.
Okay.
If we die, just
All
put
right.
it down there.
I'll
They'll
do
know.
that.
They'll know. They'll know what it. They'll know what it. No, hold on. They'll know what it means. Is what I'm saying. No, I know it's me.
Hey, man, I know this is out of the blue, but, like, is Ragu not just the Dasani of pasta sauces?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ragu
Ragu.
is the
Yes,
lowest
and
end, yeah.
Prego too. Prego's the
Sugar
same in my
rock
opinion.
Sugar.
Okay. So you said. First off, in the joke, can we talk about the Batman stuff really quick? Because, so the Joker movie's doing terribly. No one's watching it, apparently.
Says you.
Turns out, a spoiler alert if you care, so I would leave now for like 5 minutes. But he gets raped in jail by the guards.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then in the end of the movie, he gets killed by someone who's supposed to be the real Joker. See, the guy that you felt bad for in the beginning, who went through a mental breakdown because everyone in his life let him down, turns out he was an incel loser, and you were the loser for liking him.
Turns out that entire first movie, your time has been completely wasted.
Yeah, it was worthless. It undercut the entire point of the first movie. And you know why it happened?
Or you can do what I'm doing. You can do what Ralph has even publicly said he's doing. I'm just not going to watch it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm going to
not-
pretend that the first movie's a standalone movie. So that's the beauty
it was.
See, here's the beauty of film and movies, right? It's a world of imagination, right? So you can imagine this just didn't happen. That's all. I don't give a fuck what Todd Phillips does. This is lit. By the way, I love the way people have been talking about the rape nonstop, and
Yeah.
they've been memeing it like well beyond what the scene implied.
Oh, no, it's even better.
I just thought the 15-minute rape scene was gratuitous.
So remember the cool part about the first movie where Arthur Fleck finally finds himself and he dances on those stairs?
Yeah, it was such a
not
good part.
allowed to have those.
Not allowed.
Here's why. Check it out.
All right, it's one of the most iconic moments from the movie The Joker, but did you know the stairs from that scene are actually located in the Bronx?
So cool. And since the movie, they've become extremely popular with tourists coming from all over the world to take pictures.
All right, and as Fox 5's Duarte Geraldino shows us, some new color is now being added to the surrounding area.
So you're ruining the Joker stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's so awful, isn't it? In the 2019 blockbuster Joker.
This was such a good movie. Like
the first movie was so good. That second one is so bad.
This Bronx staircase on Shakespeare Avenue made it big in Hollywood. I didn't know.
Which is ironic because nobody on Shakespeare Avenue could read.
Bro, I love when he murders that one guy and he just like apologizes to the midget.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry, man. Like, he just lets him leave.
But I do. Since then, it's become a hotspot for tourists.
Wouldn't you be embarrassed
to make a second Joker movie?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
fucking terrified.
Like, if we went to New York and Royce was like, you gotta get a picture of me in the Joker I'd be like, no, you do it by yourself. Set up a fucking tripod.
But I want to look cool.
I want nothing to do with this corniness. I want to be on I don't want to be holding the camera and I don't want to be getting a
No,
photo
and then
taken.
after that, we're going to do the entire piece. You're going to pretend you're holding it up. What do you think? And hear me out. I think an Eiffel Tower make it look like my boner.
I like that one.
That's a good one, right? The Eiffel Tower boner is still pretty good.
Peace for everyone. Let's go.
You live in the
Today's
Bronx.
Ribbon cutting marks a new chapter for the Shakespeare Stairs. City leaders wanted to showcase the vibrant and diverse cultures of the Bronx, moving it away from its 2019 fame. Fast forward to 2023. That's when the community came together to design and paint this mural.
It looks
and here's the thing, it
like garbage.
Depicts scenes from Shakespearean life, but populated with
You know what's
going to
be so
brown
funny?
faces.
I just hope this like fucks up people's perspective and they all trip on the stairs when they're
Yes.
walking now and shit.
19 fame. Fast forward to 2023. That's when the community came together to design.
There's already garbage on it.
And paint this
You're right. There's a coffee
There's
cup.
already garbage on it.
mural.
And I don't mean a journalist.
Here's the thing. It depicts scenes from Shakespearean life, but populated with black and brown faces.
Oh, so nothing like Shakespearean stuff.
See the face of Shakespeare right there. So
Hold on, guys. Let me show you the cool face of Shakespeare. Right? Let me show you cool. Look, that's cool.
Dude, putting trannies on there would be closer to what Shakespeare did.
That's actually true. No, that's
Then
actually true.
fucking-
Yeah, there'd be black and brown people. That's true.
I like
Yeah,
how
like-
it's already filthy and the paint's already fading.
Yeah, it's the Bronx.
So it was important for them, not
Is
just
it
to
Othello? Because Othello was a Moor, so he's technically like an Arab. So that don't work.
put Shakespeare on.
I think
but
I'll have
us
one of those Chesterfields.
too, and us are represented in every way they could put it.
They're stairs. They get you from the bottom floor to the top floor.
Tipsy Benheim is the director of City Arts. She says,
Yeah, I could tell it's terrible. It's not even that they did the art thing, right? First off, they did it because they were annoyed that white guys were having fun with the Joker stairs.
Yeah, that's all
the
it
problem.
is.
But even the first off, how much money did they spend on this? I bet you it was an exorbitant amount for horrible childlike artwork. Look at that fucking garbage. That looks like art you would see on the wall of a daycare.
I was going to say elementary
Yeah.
school. That would be
Yeah.
acceptable if the students painted some stairs at an elementary school and you'd go, oh, right, that's cute. You guys did a
fuck-
good job.
It's a fucking Hialeah daycare that has off-brand Sesame Street
Right.
characters, so they
It
don't get
looks like
fucking
the fence surrounding a daycare.
yeah.
This is part of the Community Identity Program, which aims to encourage people to reflect on who they are and what they want their neighborhood to be. Students from District 9, like Araceli Cayetano.
District 9, eh? Oh, why? Is it filled with a bunch of aliens?
Well, I'll tell you what it doesn't look like. It's filled with nines.
Well, I mean,
I know.
she's filled with prawns.
Hey, ma'am, I understand you like the stairs, but have you ever used them in your life?
I wanted to paint the elevator. Yeah, I'm sure.
Help paint this mural alongside professional artists.
It was an amazing experience that I
You helped paint it? How? There were steps.
didn't really know this was called Shakespeare
Look at
Stairs.
I didn't even know it was called like Shakespeare Stairs. So I like whatever like. So I figured, it'd be cool. Like, like I fucking looked up, like, I saw the, like, Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet movie. So I was like, they
That's
got black
the only
people.
prep she had.
Yo, they got, like, black people in that. Like, John Leguizamo's in it. So they're going to put it on the stairs.
It's not even the Leonardo DiCaprio Romeo and Juliet. She's like, so I saw this movie called Romeo Must Die.
Oh, no.
And
the
I
wrong
was
one.
like, that
No,
was
that's
about
not.
Romeo,
No.
right? So, like,
Romeo
and I had, like, DMX and Jet Li and Aaliyah.
Remember that? Oh, Leo was so hot on the movie.
I found out this summer.
Oh no! Did I ruin Joker Stairs?
So I saw like this Shakespeare movie called 10 Things I Hate About You. Heath Ledger was in it, like the Joker. So I figured this was the Joker they were talking about.
Bro, and the younger sister from that movie was smoking hot, dude.
She played Alice Mack in the Nickelodeon show. Remember that?
Mhm.
When I was a kid, I had a crush on her.
Yeah, we all had a
It's amazing.
All us
City Arts is
non-gay kids did anyway.
Yeah, I know.
full of art
Fergie
and-
was more of a Sweet Life of Zach and Cody fan.
Fucking faggot. That's funny.
passion and creativity, and it was an amazing experience that I can't wait for others to experience as well.
There's
The mural
stairs.
Just
They're
call
gonna
for
walk
musical
on
notes,
it.
Yeah,
bright
people are
flowers,
going to piss on it and do heroin on it.
Mersh, look, they already have. Look at that's
Look, more
piss.
garbage. Already garbage on
Somebody
it.
already tagged it too.
Yep.
and faces that capture the Bronx's energy and spirit.
How is it
It's
so dirty so quick? Like it's
Because
not-
New
it's
York is a disgusting city. It's disgusting. It's filth.
in any other city, it would look like it's been there for 5 years. Like
Mhm.
the fucking, it's like all torn up and like Jesus Christ, man.
Part of a larger effort by the Department of Transportation to showcase art in the city.
The city that is committed to
The city that is committed. Does anyone speak English in New York anymore? I just am asking because, like,
no,
everyone they interview is a fucking beaner now.
address
And YouTube, I'm allowed to say that because I'm a beaner.
Mm-hmm.
equity, not only
And
paying
I'm allowed to
attention-
say it because he's a beaner.
It's true, actually. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that works, but
look, I'm allowed to be racist because I have a lot of friends that are racist.
Mm-hmm.
to upper class and middle class, but
Okay.
That's how it works. That's how it works.
working class community.
You'll only have about a year
A
to
working class community.
see it. DOT's art director says they may commission a new mural every year.
Oh,
In the
good.
hybrid
Let's just
sec-
waste money every year.
I think New York Cubans are the worst kind of Cubans too. Like, I mean, and Miami Cubans are bad. Don't get me wrong, but I think New York Cubans are the worst because Cubans in Miami are already arrogant, but when you add the New York part of it, oh, they're the worst. But speaking of this, time to be relevant.
Oh, hoo.
Yeah, Howard Stern and Vice President Kamala
Tomorrow.
Tuesday at 1 p.m. We'll be tuning in.
This is going to be so boring.
He's going to make her ride the Sibian.
Oh God!
Do you think?
imagine?
You think he'll make her ride the Sibian?
This is
The
going to be
chainsaw with the tongues.
What happened to this man?
I mean, a lot of things. The divorce broke him, I think, more than anything. I think the Beth divorce broke him more than anything. No,
Beth divorce?
Not divorce. The divorce before that.
Allison?
Yeah, broke
Allison.
broke him. I don't think he was ever really the same. Once he started getting involved in Beth's dog charities and shit like that, and it was just became like a broken man. Trump kind of broke him too. COVID really fucked him up. COVID broke his brain.
Yeah,
hey,
but-
is he
but I
going to
mean-
interview her in his compound in West Palm, or is he going to make the trip to the city?
He was already sucking before COVID, and I don't know.
Do you think he started sucking when he went to XM?
Yeah, when the checks became guaranteed, there were no numbers to worry about. Mel Karmazin was just going to renew them every year.
Yeah. But I mean, who's his audience now? Because if you think about it, when he moved to Sirius, the only audience that, according to what he says, he has about 500,000 listeners. I don't buy that number. I want to say the reality probably has 300,000 listeners.
Probably less now. Nowadays, probably 150.
Well, right. But I'm just
nobody's. You can always judge it based on like social media. Does anybody talk about Howard anymore?
Well, only to make fun of him. Like the only time, the thing with Howard.
When I
is-
hear about Howard Stern, it's Carl from Who Are These Podcasts is talking about him.
who I
That's the
think
only
I
time.
think has more listeners at this point.
Probably.
But no, but not only that. Like so, when Howard went to Sirius, right? He had decent numbers, but the reason that what kept him going, right? And you know, this was truckers. Truckers are the reason this guy Howard kept getting renewed because truckers are driving all day. They like to listen to their stuff. They put their Sirius on, whatever. This is before before the days of like of like Spotify and stuff like that. So but if you look at it, you know, truckers are, at least from my understanding, are all like Republicans and like right wingers. So like, who's this
Well,
for?
not only the politics aside, truckers aren't listening to him anymore because they want to be fucking entertained.
Yeah.
And there's 1,000 other things. I mean, like you just said too, like Spotify, YouTube. Like, look, 10 years ago, me and Royce were like, man, if smartphones and shit could just get strong enough signals that you could have streaming in your phone, it's going to be a game changer.
We were-
Like,
yeah,
things
that's
like
right, we were
XM are
saying
just
that,
going to
yeah.
fucking die out. And sure enough, now, like, when was the last time you put Spotify on your car, or like, or put like XM on in your car? Or
Well,
do
I-
you generally go to YouTube, or you go to fucking Rumble, or you go to like an app where you have friends or somebody streaming?
Yeah, that's normally what I'm doing. I'm listening to somebody that's I want to listen to, or maybe like a pre-recorded thing. But even if it's a pre-recorded thing, I'm usually either pulling it off of Rumble, YouTube, or even Twitter. You
But
know
you're
what I
not
mean?
listening to satellite.
No, of course not, because IPs, dude, you want to know why? Because when I'm listening to like to YouTube or Rumble or whatever driving, it doesn't cut out when I go under a bridge.
It's true.
You know, Kill Dotson said, "If only Batman thought of butt fucking his villains, and they would turn their life of crime around." Ira Serpent, at least Craig Abbott will never use the Joker stairs. I mean, he can, but only once, and it's down.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine him trying to crawl up the stairs with his just atrophied legs? Fucking
he's-
hilarious.
He's still Batman, but Bat is an acronym for brutal anal torture.
Jesus. Is that how he got crippled?
Many such cases, Mersh. Many such cases. Here we go.
And speaking about that poll, it is a Marist poll. It was just released this morning. It comes as Adams faces federal charges.
Yeah,
federal
is it a
corruption
poll of
charges
like how many
against him.
people think you're
that
ugly?
Poll states
Yes.
69% of city residents
Nice.
think that he should step down, while 50% believe that he should serve out the rest of his term.
Wait, how did 69% think you should step down, but 50% think you should? That's the numbers.
New York math.
Hold on.
Him. That poll states 69% of city residents think that he should step down, while 50% believe that he should serve out the rest of his term.
Yeah, we polled. We polled 119% of New Yorkers. And then they.
How does this work?
Fox 6's Linda Schmidt is live in Tribeca, where the mayor is attending a Rosh Hashanah.
She's so hot.
On a service this afternoon with the very latest on what Adams himself is saying about this poll. Linda, I know the mayor is never short on words when
I'm
something
not
like
going
this
to
comes.
resign.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah, so
He's
that's what I'm saying about it, dog. Like, I'm just not going to resign. You better make me.
I don't think he will. I really don't think he will.
He's not,
he
and
rules.
whoever gets in there after him is going to be fucking terrible.
Comes out. So what did he say?
I'm gonna guess a woman.
Yeah, it's gonna be a woman.
Yeah, hi
Remember
there,
when,
Bianca.
when fucking Beetlejuice went off, and then everybody was like, "Oh, they got a new mayor."
And the
it
new
was
mayor's even
fucking
worse. Yeah.
20 times worse.
We're going to hear from him in just a moment because, yes, he was asked about the poll, and he did give us an answer. Now, first of all, I have to point out the mayor is keeping a busy schedule this week and today, as usual.
The woman behind, I can't help but notice how long the hair is of the woman behind her.
It's irritating.
But also, ma'am, you took all the time to make your hair that long, but also you're so ugly.
His schedule really has not slowed down this week. But this poll, it does not look good. Go ahead and take a look at this video here. Now, earlier today, the mayor spoke in Brooklyn at a meeting of the African American clergy and elected officials. Now, the mayor routinely speaks at local churches and with
The black pope there from TNA.
religious leaders, but
Oh,
there
the
seems
Pope D'Angelo something. Yeah.
to be more of these events since his indictment. Now, he is trying to...
That era of TNA is better than the current era of AEW. And I'll say that. No, for real. I mean that sincerely.
Yeah, this AEW is not
Because
great.
that level of TNA still had AJ Styles in it, and it still had people that could wrestle.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't like the scapegoat Jack Perry?
to maintain his
I'd rather his dad wrestle now.
support from black voters while he fights for his political future amid the corruption scandal. The latest poll from Marist College, it is quite damning. Take a look at these figures here. 69% of New York City Residents, including 71% of Democrats, think the mayor should resign. 63% feel Governor Hochul should begin the process to remove the mayor.
Talk about a systematic removal of people by the DNC. They did it to Cuomo first, and now they're doing it to him. Hochul, by the way, Hochul, the person who was put there, remember, to replace Cuomo, put there, and then won an election, even though she never really had any really political experience before, is now going to remove another sitting mayor. Look, do I think he did the shit he did? Yeah, probably. I'm not going to fucking doubt it. Every fucking mayor does it. But this isn't because he did that. They turn a blind eye to that normally. The turkey shit. This is because he was fucking bitching at Biden about his immigration stuff.
65%, including 68% of Democrats.
Ironically, the mayor of New York is getting removed for doing his job.
Yeah.
The mayor did something illegal. 24% believe the mayor did something unethical, but not illegal. 81%, including 80% of Democrats, believe the mayor should not seek re-election. Now, as I said at the top, the mayor spoke about this poll today. Fox 5 also spoke with the director of the poll, and here is what they both had to say.
No, I think New Yorkers, as in any time when you get one side of an issue, you have a tendency to look at that side of the issue. Now it's an opportunity, as this plays out, that they will see both sides of the issue.
You know, I think what we're seeing in the results of this Marist poll is that it's a thumbs down on the mayor. Most New Yorkers have heard something about the indictment.
And here's the thing, dude. Like, and Royce made this point last week, right? Like, every mayor that's ever run New York City could easily be brought up on corruption.
Everyone.
The difference between Eric Adams and, let's say, like a Rudolph Giuliani is that the city ran like a fucking top when Giuliani. When you're running shit really well and the citizens are feeling the impact of your great policies, we are willing to let a lot of corruption slide.
100%.
Even the current crop of like politicians, they don't realize like a little bit of your inside trading. I get it. You're going to do some dirt, all of you guys, right? But we used to get some of the benefit of like good policy and like strong immigration laws, and there were things we did that made us go, you know what? Look, is the guy a little bit corrupt? Probably, you know what I mean? But I've been walking through New York City for 2 weeks. I haven't smelled piss once, so I haven't seen one rat and I haven't smelled any piss.
100%.
You know, like let's let it
100%.
maybe slide a little bit here.
Shark Media in the YouTube chat says, Royce, Mersh, please don't compromise your art to be on this shithole platform, referring to YouTube. It's, first off, as we've stated many times, it's not art, it's commerce.
Yeah, first of all, art. Get out of here.
This is commerce.
Our art.
Okay? This is not art.
Bro, did you guys know you're artists?
I am not an artist. I promise you. I promise you I am not an artist, okay?
This show is a fresco painting on the airwaves.
Yeah, this is like the No. This is like the Shakespeare. This is like the Shakespeare stairs in that it's covered with shit.
Boys, your jokes hit my ears like Mozart's finest sonnet.
Like harp strings in the dead of night.
We tell dick jokes on the internet. We just happen to be good at it. That's pretty much.
No, you tell penis musings.
You know what? Thank you for keeping it YouTube friendly.
It's an anecdote for modern times.
It really. I cannot. I hate you. I hate you guys so goddamn much.
Poop on.
Yes, Mascago.
Did you just say poop on? I just okay.
He said poop.
Did you see Mersh?
More delightful.
That's not art. None of this. First, take that monocle off. You look stupid. What are you doing here?
Our art is like when that woman made like a statue of the Virgin Mary out of shit.
Yeah. Merce, did you not see? They say we're changing, but look what Taper did for us.
Hey, look at that. We're going to clean up our image here on YouTube. In terms of service friendly.
The commitment that I want to make here, because I mean,
For those who don't know,
a lot of people have been saying, like, you know, oh well, you guys are back on YouTube. Oh, you guys are going to go soft. No, we're not. Our show's going to be the same exact show that you're used to.
Social Observer's been doing it. Oh,
Yeah.
great! Back to self-censoring again.
We
I'm
will.
like, well, you know.
We will not be self-censoring. That's not true. This show will be exactly the same. Nothing's going to change.
We are committed right now to coming back 10 times as fucking hard as when we
That's
kicked
even
off
clean.
this platform.
That's right. And you know what? Now it's time for Mike and Royce's cat reviews.
Hell
yeah.
Oh, look what that is.
Come on, look at the bow tie.
That's adorable.
Look at this guy.
Trying to figure out.
This is ridiculous.
So don't ever question us, okay? Ever again. I don't want to hear it. We'll do
we're
more
gonna go
cat
soft.
reviews. Is that what you want? More cat reviews? Because we'll do them in a heartbeat. ROTCstore.com, guys. You can buy all of our swag.
Get
It's
fucking
totally
swagged
out, bro.
from head to toe.
ROTC stores where you go to buy all that stuff, and of course, merch. Tell them about Locals.
Guys, Locals is where we would really love to see you guys come support the show.
Yeah, watch them come, bro.
Hot. Come so hard.
Fuck.
$7 a month, and you're going to get all our premium shows Wednesdays, Fridays. We got an archive of shows. We got movie riffs. We got all kinds of
Friday,
media,
we're doing a movie
but,
riff.
All right, works for me.
If we have power, by the way, all that's pending.
We should be all right by Friday.
Yeah,
Thursday's
yeah.
going to be very
Thursday's going to be iffy. We'll see about Thursday. It's going to be we have power.
It's going to be a weird week. But yeah, so sign up and help us out. Help us grow the show. God knows nobody else is helping us. So
No.
we really got to...
We're out here in the streets.
Yeah, we got to really lean on the necks of our
We're
audience.
fighting for our fucking lives.
Please.
We'll be right back, guys. Stay where you are. And we head over to Rumble Only right after the break.
Support for Pawnee Community Radio comes from listeners like you and from the new film, The Shadows of Seven Heads, the dramatic tale of an Israeli soldier who falls in love with conjoined Palestinian sextuplets. Out soon from Focus Features.
Welcome to Thought. For your thoughts, I'm your host, Derry Merbles, sitting in for Nina Joplin, who is touring the country performing a spoken word opera about pear-shaped women. My guest today is City Councilwoman Leslie Knope.
It is a pleasure to be back, Derry. Your show last week on dolphin lactation was just riveting radio. Derry, my team and I are trying to build a park. And we need input on the design from you, the citizens of Pawnee. So I guess I'm here to send out the bat signal.
A bat signal, for listeners who might not know, refers to the children's character, the Bat Man, a strong gentleman who fights crime nocturnally.
That's correct. Well put.
Coming up after the break, movie reviews with Ken Tucker, who is filling in for David Bianculli, who is in New York filling in for Ken Tucker. Leslie, would you like to introduce the next segment?
Okay. Now it's time for Jazz plus Jazz equals Jazz. Today we have a recording of Benny Goodman, played over a separate recording of Miles Davis.
Research shows that our listeners love jazz.
Second hour, ROTC. Thank you for staying with us. And if you're watching us on YouTube, it is time to move over. We go Rumble and Locals exclusive right now. So if you want to keep watching the show, that's where it is. It becomes uncensored the moment we go over there. 100% uncensored. And we're moving there right now.
I'm going to say it.